Alright, this video is of the WAGO 750-841 Quick Start Guide, and in this video we're going to be programming the equivalent program in function block diagram and also in structure text of our ladder diagram that we covered in the first series of videos. Alright, I am now going to program a function block diagram that is equivalent of this ladder diagram that we created, a four-rung ladder diagram. So if you go to the POU tab, you right-click on the white area, select Add Object, and I want to make sure that the type of POU is program and it's a function block diagram, FBD, and I'm going to type in here PLC underscore PRG underscore FB for the POU name, and you can see it added here on our list. And I'm going to just cut and paste the variable names, copy, go to the function block diagram and paste. And I've now created the same variables for this program that are available for use here. Go to the first line and see this little box that's highlighted, and right click on that box and select box from the drop down. Notice it automatically created an AND function block, and I'm going to use the input assistant again. I'm going to tie this to input 1 under global variables. Press enter, and I want this to be tied to input 2. And input 2 is going to be negated. You right click on the little line next to input 2 and select negate, and you'll notice that it put a circle, which is a notation for negated. And we want to assign the output. If you click on the to the right of this AND function block and you click assign button, you'll see that it's created an area where you can enter a value, and I want to assign that to output 1. So this is our first function block line that's just equivalent to this ladder diagram. Alright, for the second line I'm going to create this function block for this on delay timer. Right click on the first line, click after. Again, I'm going to right click on the box there, select box in the drop down. I'm going to type TON. Again, could use the input assistant if you choose to. I'll call this T1. It's already defined here. Input 1 I'm going to tie to the in on this time delay. Input 1. And our preset time, if you recall, was 2-second constant. Same notation used in the ladder diagram. And Q we want to assign to T1 underscore done, which you can see is declared here already. And for our ET, I'm going to tie this to the T1 underscore elapsed time, and I'm going to use the input assistant to show you there's a couple different ways to do this. Alright, there we have our second line. I'm going to add a third line. Again, I'm going to select box. The third line was CTU. Call that C1. The T1 done is tied to CU. And click on the reset. I'm just going to hit the delete key to delete that out. And our PV is 3. And our Q is going to be tied to C1 underscore done, which is defined right here. And our count value is CV underscore count value. And use the input assistant. And that is our third rung. Now we're doing a fourth rung. So you can see our fourth rung is very similar to the first rung. All it has in addition is the C1 done in parallel with the input 1 and input 2. Right click on the third rung. I'm going to insert another network after. And right click here, click box. And again, this is going to be input 1 and input 2. And I'm going to negate that. Second input. Click the assign. I want to right click to the, I don't want to type in anything here, this area. I'm just going to right click on the box here. I'm going to insert another box. And this is going to be an OR. I just want to select that little line there, hit the delete key. And for this, the output of this AND is going to be ORed with our C1 underscore done. And that, this OR, if you right click, or left click on the end of the OR statement here, I'm going to assign this to our output 2. And this is the logical equivalent of this fourth rung here.